Yeah, 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 yeah. Like, let's make some motherfucking noise. Right, for knitting, absolutely, absolutely. Coming back with the heart stitch. Like, do you even understand? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Because nobody can see the hearts yet. But they're very visible in person. They're very visible in person. So period. That's all that matters. It's like when you see it in person, it's visible. And I'll probably find a way to make it like betterly visible. But got some shit written down. I did want a free flow, and I think I'm gonna let myself. Um Something I realized about myself is that I feel like Dr. Doofenshmirtz coded, but like in the way that in a universe where he didn't become a villain. Because it's just like every single time it's like, why are you doing this thing? I'm like, here's my backstory. I just feel very like Dr. Doofenshmirtz coded. I don't know why. I can't put words to it. It's just like his backstory. And then like how he like gets so every time he's like platypus? Oh, Perry. I'm like, yeah, because why did you change your hair? Like, I can't fucking tell who you are now. But the thing is, something I noticed about myself is that she's in a first house year, a first house perfection year. If you don't know what that is, it's astrology. And every year you have like a house that's highlighted. And if you don't know what houses are, then like, this is, you can look it up, but like, it's beyond. It's beyond. And so I'm not going to explain that. There's houses in astrology, and each house is like, it corresponds to a sign. I explained it a little bit. But it just depends on what your rising sign is, and then everything else just flows together. It depends on what you read, blah 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 blah. And see, that's why I didn't want to do it, but I did it because I'm like, I don't know. And so perfection year, each year a house is highlighted in your life. And so 12 is a first house year, and 24 is a first house year. And how old am I? 24. And you know what? I'm gonna start trying to use he for the third person when I talk about myself. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. Let's just try it because he, him, like, yeah, I am him. Like, yeah, I am him. Actually, yeah. Actually, yeah. But, like, also, I'm she, I'm they, them alert, they, them alert. And something about my previous job, she was stealth as fuck, even though she was like hella out in the open. It's just like you have to be like doing fucking gymnastics all over in your brain to like look at me and be like, people are like genuinely confused about my gender very often actually. Even if they like don't, even if they would like 100% not acknowledge me as like a genderful person, they still like I've had an old man be like, "Hello, sir," and I've had that happen multiple times where they're like, "Sir, ma'am," and I'm like, I don't fucking know. You pick. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. But like I do know. It's just like I don't care. It's just like there's something that's so pleasantly tricksterish about just being like, yeah, yeah, who gives a fuck? Yeah, I'm a woman. And just letting people believe whatever it is they want. Because at the end of the day, like my external is just a projection. Like it's not really whatever you see me as. Like obviously I'm my own person. Obviously I have a like body that is, you know, like concrete in how it is. And like, if you see a woman, good. If you see a man, good. If you see a they, them, all good. If you see a child, fine. Sometimes I get mistaken for a child, and that one confuses me because I'm like, I don't look that fucking young. Like, not like I'm not irritated. It's just like, I don't look that young. I don't. I don't. Although when I weighed a little bit more, my face was a little bit more youthful. But sunken in a little bit, she's like, and like, let's talk about it. Like, our bodies change. Sorry. Sorry, but if it's triggering though, I understand. And also, but our bodies change, so like I can talk. This is really just me. It's like this is a fight within. This is a fight within. I'm always concerned about what might be triggering if I like don't that like you can talk about normally. people be talking about it normally, but then it triggers people. I've just like, I'm always so preoccupied with that. And I think it's just because I spent a lot of my time, you see, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, when I was a child in middle school. I wish I could do his voice. I wish I could fucking do his voice. You see, Patty, when I was a child, like, that was closer. Whatever. When I was a child, 12 years old, and younger a little bit, but no, 12 was like the main age, and then like 12 to like 15, I would say. I had like mostly internet friends, and that's just because that's what my people were. Like, all my people stand up. Like, that's where my people were. All those weird ass gays all over the internet doing their weird shit. And I was all the way up in there. And yeah. And what? Oh, and you know how we be getting, you know, like, okay, I'll give a trigger warning for this one because now I'm trying to slow down. I'm being more conscious. Slowing down and being more conscious with things. That's what it is. I don't have to be like hyper vigilant, but I do need to be conscious. And so I'm about to talk, like, I'm content warning, like slight mention of suicidal ideation. And so beep boop beep bop beep, because you gotta give it some time. Okay, when I was a young, okay, yeah, we got there, and then they were like, what if I didn't want to be here anymore? And I was like, no, because, ooh, and here's another one, mentioning the passing of a parent and talking about death. Okay, so because I lost my dad at like a really young age, which I was thinking about, she's been healing, and when you have like PTSD, because like how can you not? Like, you just heard two things that were like a part of my very young childhood. When you have CPTSD and you start healing, new memories come because they're like, oh, you're safe enough to remember this now. Right. What the fuck? Right. But like, give it to me, please. Like, actually, I do want to know. Actually, I do need to know. And actually, give that to me. And actually, yes. Had some memories. And I'm not going to talk about it. And I don't even know how much I'm going to mention because I don't want to have to do another trigger warning, to be honest. It's not the soft white underbelly. But, dad, like, best friend, quote unquote, in life. And also, whoa, you know? And that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. But maybe I'll talk about it in something. Maybe someone will interview me one day, and they'll be one of those people who's like, trauma dump right here, right now. Let's talk about your trauma. Let's get some trauma porn. And I'll be like, period. And I'll just do it. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk about it if I'm invited to talk about it. Because why is she holding all that by herself and then her therapist only? Which, you know. Why he holding all that and then only his therapist only? Right. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that shit. Anyway, so yeah, so that colored my whole like perception of everything. I was like, everyone is finite, everyone's gonna die, but there's something that I can do to prevent people's deaths. Because when I was, well, the way that, I'm not gonna get so into it, but the way that my dad died, I had like a moment where I, he watched it. He watched it. Yeah, it's terrible. He watched it. I don't know why I'm like, but like, it's just true. And it's unfortunate. And there was a part that obviously, like, as a child, you like kind of hold it of like, I could have done something. And like, I think that happens with anyone who loses people. You're always thinking like, I could have done something. And unfortunately, it's just like, it's not true. Because if you could have, you would have, because you would have been able to. And that's something that I've had to kind of, I mean, like, I think I healed that earlier because he passed when I was 4. So and I'm 24 now, so I've had a lot of years to like heal all of that. But like a big thing was yeah, feeling like I could have done something. I could have saved him, or like I could have like held him up or whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna get all the way into it, but like that's how it went. And so after that, obviously that colored my perception of everything. So I was like, I can save my friends, and I can save this, and I can. And what did she do? She said, save, 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 like the hero of the day. Which it was so much pressure, but I really enjoyed that I was like needed and that I could care for people and that I could save people. It like was really healing for me. And that felt good. Yeah, that felt good. And I was just happy that I could make people feel important, because that's like that's what they needed. Like we were all so unseen. We didn't have any space in person. We were all like discovering our sexualities, which like, was it a sexuality at that age? For some of us, yes. And for some of us, it was just like romantic orientations. But like we were discovering that and finding that out. And you know, like the real world at that time could be cruel, or like the in-person world could be really cruel. So, and like a lot of us were bullied. So I was just happy to be like no, you are good, and like your shit rocks. You're fucking awesome. You're fucking special. You're important, ho. So fucking listen right now, because you're not going anywhere. I'm happy that I could do that. And you know, it doesn't work every single time. And there's some people, because like there was one point where this is why I mentioned the pressure thing. Like there was one point where people were tagging me in comments of other people's like final posts so that I could come in and like swoop in and save the day, which I'm like, thank you for like seeing me as this like savior, I guess. And also, holy shit, like holy shit, like holy shit, like holy shit, like what if I wasn't online one day? But like, yeah. So I don't remember why I started talking about that, but pretty much it just colored a lot. And that's like kind of how I saw all of life, was like, I gotta. And it's all finite. But like, where was I going with that? Where was I going? Where'd she go? It's like I get into like the sad story, and then I forget, like, wait a minute, where was I? Where was I? Anyway, like I was talking about Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and then like she went there. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I wanted to talk about dancing, because I fucking love dancing, and I always talk about how I love dancing, but it's just like dance. It's dance. Professional dancers. Oh, because the last time I talked about dancing on here, I just talked about like how it's really fun and free, and like it's cool to see how you naturally do things. And professional dance, like when you go to school for dance, or like when you learn dance, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like I feel like if I went to see dance often, or like if I just saw dancers like do their shit regularly, every single time I'd cry. I think every single time I'd cry, because it's just gorgeous. Like the body, it can make such beautiful shapes. And I would love to just like paint dancing and draw dancing. I want to do like ink prints of dance, like linoleum cuts. It's because it's not a lino cut, it's the linoleum for real, and I did not know that. And that shit's hard. That shit's hard to carve. Lino cut, oh, glide that blade through. Glide her, glide her, glide her. Linoleum, you have to do it bit by bit. It's just like carving wood almost, except wood seems even harder. But I would love to do some like ink block or like whatever with wood, or wood block. Wood carving, ink with the wood, and you carve it and you make the image, and then you put the ink on it, and then you put it on the paper, and then you put it everywhere, and then you put it. That's what I want to do. Oh yes. But lino cuts, they're that girl, because they're just simple. Linoleum, I like the process. It's just like I be getting a little bit bored, but it's more just like I have a short attention span. And so it's not really about, like, I don't know, for some reason I feel the need to get defensive about this just a bit. Because this is not how I am with people. I don't get bored. I think sometimes I get confused. And I also have this thing called emotional impermanence. Lack of it. Emotional impermanence / lack of emotional permanence. So if you ever heard of like object permanence, like this guy's here, but if I flick them away, you're like, that doesn't even exist. Like you're not even thinking like that doesn't exist anymore. It's just like that never exists. It's like that never existed. That's object impermanence. I have that emotionally, which is so bad because she cares so much about everything and she's so attached to everything. And then if somebody else, like you're my friend or something, and I'm not, that's why he needs so much reassurance, because he like literally, if it's not like a touch every day, maybe not every day, but like every couple days, if there's not like a touch, I'm gonna forget. But just because it's literally like, oh, that never existed, because it's the same as like object impermanence. And so I'm like, they don't care, no. And then they're like, we love you, Nixie, whoever it is, we love you. And I'm like, oh, yay, time to fucking party. It's time to fucking party. And then I'm riding on that party vibe for like a couple days. Yeah, I'm loved. And then they say nothing, which is, it's normal. But I'm like, oh my God, you don't fucking care, and you hate me. But it doesn't tend to spiral that hard unless I'm like really emotionally attached. Then I'm like, you fucking think I'm terrible. But it's never blaming them. I'm just like, it's me. Spiral. And see, this is why I'm like, yeah, BPD. I'm like, yeah, BPD. But I guess people with CPTSD have that problem too? ? But if they don't, then like I know what it is. Then I know what it is. 100% it's BPD. But if they do, then it's CPTSD for sure, because I don't see myself. Ooh. A realization in real time, that's artsy. But I was gonna say, I don't really see myself as someone who takes like really terrible risks, because but I think it's just like I've been able to heal a little bit more, so I'm not like like back to back or back and forth in such a destructive way, like self-destructive way, or destructive to my external. But I've never been like the type to be destructive to my external. It's typically my internal, and like I like would self-sabotage and stuff, but I don't be doing that no more, because I said, well, the thing is, he denied himself of the needs, and then he like, wait a minute, I need that, so stop denying it. Like, that's where I am now. And it's really difficult. I think it's just because like, Dr. Doofenshmirtz moment. Like for most of my life, I just never had my needs met. So it's if you watch the other ones, it's just like what I was saying in I don't remember which one it was, but like a couple videos ago, where when you don't have your needs met and you're like kind of relinquished to it, you're like, fine, no, just take it. Or like you get used to it and you kind of just don't. It depends on who you are. But for me, it's like with not having my needs met for like the majority of my life, not all of them at least, and like it was kind of like I shouldn't expect my needs to be met. And now I'm just like, I don't. And then when they are, or when they're trying to be, I be denying myself, because I'm like, I don't want to get used to it. Because like, let's go into astrology real quick. I have a Capricorn moon. Capricorn is very much about the structure, the routine, the repeated action to make it into something, to make it into a foundation. It's like grounding it into something solidified. Capricorn also speaks to like calcification, because Capricorn rules the bones. So it's like a solidifying of things. For example, like a Capricorn moon, when you feel an emotion, it calcifies and it stays with you. And then you're also just calcified. So the way that I've described it before, like when something that's supposed to emotionally touch you touches a Capricorn moon, it's like when water touches a rock, where it's like, yeah, I felt that, and it did, and it is seeping into me. And I'm a rock, so it's gonna take a really long time for it to fully seep in. Not a really long time, but it depends on what your Saturn is ruled by. Like if you're a Capricorn moon with a Capricorn Saturn, it'll probably take a fucking while. I have a Gemini Saturn, so like quick, but it still takes some time because it's Saturnian. And so and I also thought about how like rocks, they erode over time and become soil and then nourish things. And so that's what it is. It's like I need the repeated erode me. What is that called? Yeah, it is erosion. Erode. And then I become dirt. And then I grow you and I grow, because I'm a Virgo. She gonna grow you every time. I like the she. The she is cute. She gonna grow you every time. Every fucking time. And bitches wanna take it for granted. Do you understand how fucking it's like it took all that time? I'm finally fucking soil. You finally a seed. We're finally growing something. Exactly. Capricorn fucking Saturn. Going, and then it grows something. Because people think, which Capricorn is like machinery. Like Cappies love the tech. No, Cappies love the machines. Typewriter. It's old, but it's still machinery. It's still something that was invented that was like, whoa, this is going to change our lives. We don't have to write everything by hand anymore. Like shit like that. And then like depending on how much air you have in your chart, it just gets techier and techier because Capricorn is machinery. But so people think about like concrete and like bricks, like building like that, like building a foundation. But it can also be the process of like being eroded into fucking dirt to grow something out of you. It's like such a long process for water to hit dirt or to hit a rock and it to keep eroding. Like there's different states that the rocks go into. One of them I know is sedimentary. I don't remember the other two. But it takes a long time. It's a process. So imagine you go through that process, go. And this is why Capricorn placements don't really be, I don't know very many Capricorn placements that like really date. If they do, like they're looking for the one. But like if they lock in and they like call something a relationship, straight to marriage. Straight to marriage. All right, we're getting married. Like, because Capricorn is always thinking like super long term, extraordinarily long term. Because that's what Saturn is. Saturn and Jupiter are the big picture. Saturn is like the forward, and Jupiter is like the expansive, like almost horizontal, but it's more like a circle that like grows rather than a track that you can like direct, but it's just like Saturn is that tunnel vision and Jupiter is like what happens when you realize there's a whole fucking world around you. But both of them are the bigger picture. So Saturnian people are always thinking about the long term every single time. And if you have like a Capricorn moon, if you have a Capricorn placement in general, you're probably dating, and I mean personal placements, like don't bring Saturn in here, don't bring Jupiter in here, definitely don't bring Neptune, Uranus, or Pluto in here. I'm talking the first 6 planets. Those are your personal placements. That's what's going to color you, not your circumstances. Although they can color you, it just depends on where they're at. It just really does depend on where they're at. And they all color you, and so it does matter. But like a Capricorn Saturn, but like you have no other Capricorn placements, it's just going to make you like disciplined, but it's not going to make you necessarily do every single thing that a Capricorn does or a Capricorn personal placement does. But anyway, you're thinking long term. And so every time if you lock it in, it's like, all right, like the plan is we're going to test this out. And then after a certain amount of time, I'm expecting this to be marriage. Pretty much. Like, I would say every fucking time. And this is coming from someone who's like only really been around themselves as a Capricorn placement, but every single time, like, I don't know, I've not seen one prove me wrong. No, not at all. But that's why it can be so hard, is because like you're constantly going through this long ass process of like finally being eroded, ready to grow something. And then that's typically, that point is typically when people realize they can't actually do it. They can't actually do it. Or like, that's like normally, that's when you realize, oh, there's some differences here. There's some like things that don't work. And it's like, and then it recalcifies because it's like, all right, time to calcify. Luckily, that hasn't happened. Although sometimes I can feel it happening, like the calcification and the closing off. But that's where the emotional permanence thing comes in, of like, if there's reassurance, if there's like a rekindling, a consistent rekindling or kindling, I guess, of the like emotional romantic fire or whatever, then that it doesn't have a chance to calcify. And that's where Capricorn is kind of like ice, because if you think about Cancer's Capricorn's sister sign. Cancer's a water sign. And so you can think of Capricorn also as like ice, hardened Cancer. Like, Cancer is the crab, like she'll defend herself, she'll go get it. And Capricorn is like the mergoat, which is like period, right? The mergoat, yeah. Because we're both. We are part of the sea and part of the earth. And so it's kind of like we're like ice. And that's true. And even like a lot of Capricorn placements, I noticed. Oh my gosh, I just said a fucking lie. Well, no, that's true though. I haven't been around very many. Okay, anyway. Anyway, something I noticed is that we really like harsher weather. It doesn't even have to be like necessarily cold, but when I looked at my astrocartography, every place that hit my moon line hit a place that has like extremely frigid weather, like everywhere is ice all year round, or it hit somewhere that was like the fucking desert. I'm like, right, because Capricorn likes harsh weather. I remember the first time I went to Texas, I was 15, so it's been almost 10 years, or maybe I was 16. No, I was 15. It's been almost 10 years. She ain't traveled in a long ass time, because I think that's the last time I traveled. Or the last time I traveled was when I went to Wyoming. And that's been like quite some years. So what did I just do? What did I do? Oh, okay. And like the weather, we went like in the dead of summer. So it was 120 degrees every single day. And something I didn't know, because where I'm from, like, we get super cold, we get super hot, especially when I was a teenager. Like, it would hit 114 degrees in the summer. Now she don't get that hot. And I'm like, eh? It'll get to like, the highest I've seen it in recent years was like 103 or something like that. Which is like, okay. Degrees Fahrenheit. But harsh ass weather, 120, super humid. My aunt has described it as you feel like you're suffocating in the summer there. Like, it's suffocating heat. And I was like, maybe I won't like it. Before we went, I was like, this is paradise. Like, this is paradise. Oh, like, I was so, I loved that shit. I was getting chalked out, like chalk. Don't look at that too long, but I was getting choked out, literally. And I fucking loved it. What I didn't love was how they were blasting their AC hard as fuck, and now it's like 10 degrees in your home. You're not even outside enough for like to warrant making your house that cold. Like, if you had just come in from the outdoors and you need like immediate coolness, yes, like that is necessary. Well, I would say just a little bit warmer. Because it's like I'm sweating and now my sweat is getting too cold. It's like when you come out of the shower and like it's cold in the bathroom. Why would I want that? Why would I want that? So, but I loved the heat and I loved how the sun was just beating down. So, oh yeah, what I was gonna say, because like even during the summer here, it'll still get to like, even like I would say 45 degrees sometimes, which is like kind of winter temperatures in the warmer parts of winter here. In Texas, you're lucky if that shit gets to 75. Like you're lucky, because, and like Texas is a huge state, so I guess I can't speak for the whole state, but I was near like Fort Worth and Dallas. Whoa, 80 degrees at 3 a.m. What do you mean? What do you mean? But I loved it because I was like, yes, I can just sit outside. And I think I sat outside when the moon was like hitting the moon in the water, but like when the moon was hitting the pool outside, I was like, yes. And it was 80 degrees. I checked my phone. It was 80 degrees. I was like, period. This is the life I should be living. Like, she loved the hot weather. She loved it, I guess. I haven't been, obviously, like I said, in almost 10 years. So I don't know if I'd still love it. But if I would, like, I guess I gotta go see. I gotta go see, or I gotta go to somewhere else that's tropical. Because, yeah. I loved that. As an 80-degree night, I can just sit outside at nighttime and not get too cold. And that happens here. And honestly, I like the briskness, like the slight briskness, especially a summer morning. You can't beat it. 6 a.m. You go outside, the sun's like, or like 5:30, it's like half risen, and like everything smells all dewy. Smoke a doobie if you want. I'm not a fiend. But like I live somewhere where it's very, very highly accessible. Yeah. Can't beat that. And it's like kind of brisk and you have to have like a little bit of a cardigan. Or if you want the cold to just hit your arms, get those goosebumps. Love easy like summer morning. I did not know that song was by Lionel Richie, or the Conadors, aka Lionel Richie. Everyone says Lionel Richie. I'm like, right. I the first time I heard that was in the Cat in the Hat live action. So I thought that it was just like I thought it was some white guy who made it. And then here come Lionel. It's you. Here he come, here he been. Like, that was him. All day long. Easy. Right. Yeah. Fear of rejection. Ooh, this kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier. I've been thinking about relationships a lot and like just social dynamics in general, because I'm really just trying to make sure that I'm showing up well as like a friend and like a person, a community member. I can really kind of drop the ball sometimes, and it's really just because I get in my own head way too much. He be getting in his own way, she be getting in her own way, they be getting in their own way. Nixie be getting in Nixie's own way. But not anymore. Dead that shit. And when I say this, it's not because I'm like, I got it perfect. Like I'm speaking it. So that I can, it's like an affirmation. I'm building upon it, because that shit works. And it works extremely well for me. So I just gotta keep doing it. Gotta keep doing it. Gotta keep doing it. Yeah. Gotta keep doing it. Whoa. Gotta keep doing it. Okay. So yeah, like deading that shit. And that shit's dead. But like in linear time, deading that shit. Because I'm tired of getting in my own way. And then I'm like, nobody care. Everybody arms wide fucking open. And I'm like, nobody. Like, if you know tarot, it's like the 8 of Swords. Like, where you're just like, oh, I don't see it. I'm trapped. I am sick of doing that shit to myself. I'm sick of doing that shit to myself. I'm sick of it because it's put me in quite dangerous circumstances, and I will not stand for it any longer. It's the A's that be getting me, because I'm like, stand, star, like that nasally ass. But hey, I can't help it. They forced this shit upon me. And this is how y'all used to talk. Hear a southern accent? That's how them bitches used to talk. And they were like, we need to be different. We need to be like the rich. So we're going to talk like this. We're going to separate ourselves. La 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 la, la di da di da, big bag, buggly buck. Like, whatever the fuck. Whatever they be saying. Biggly bop, hoppily pop. Meanwhile, over and everywhere, and even the others are like big bop, boppily pop. Knick knack, patty whack, give a dog a bone. Fear of rejection be getting in my way the most, I'd say. Out of anything, I would say fear of rejection gets in my way the most. I said, move! Get the fuck out my way! Get the fuck out my way! Like, get the fuck out my way! Get the fuck out my way! Yeah, cause like, stop. Everybody arms open. If you get rejected, it's like a piercing. Like when a piercing rejects, it weren't meant to be in there. Or when an organ rejects, it weren't meant to be in there. And so if something rejects me, I weren't meant to be in there. And that is as simple. It's quite fucking simple. It's quite simple. And so I'm just gonna let it be that. If it rejects me, it was not meant to be. And that's actually a really good mindset to carry, because it makes you feel so much freer. And like, you know, it's easier said than done, because like sometimes you really, really want the thing. But if the thing don't really, really want you, then like, why would you settle? You think you don't deserve more? Huh? You think you don't deserve more? Yes, you do. Don't settle for that shit. Don't settle. Don't settle. I don't know what's up with like the little bitties, but don't settle. Don't settle. Don't settle. Don't settle. Don't settle. Because at some point, the thing that you're meant to supposed to be in part of is gonna let you right in. The door's already open. I've been waiting for this piece. And then you click together and the whole machine turn on and everything's beautiful. Everything's beautiful. Everything's beautiful. I'm like, how much can you see of me? Oh, yeah. Like, gotta take them to church, because don't be afraid of something rejecting you. And don't settle. Don't settle. See? 2. But whoever needs to hear that, don't settle. You do deserve more. I don't care. Unless you're like one of those people who's like super like incel core. It's like you deserve to heal and learn and be better. That's what you deserve, however that comes to you. However that comes to you. To learn and heal and be better. That's what you deserve. Everybody else, maybe not everybody, but you know. That's just a demographic I wanted to call out for some reason. The incels, you've got to heal and learn in a different way. It's like the deserve is probably like a past tense thing. Unfortunate, but hey. Okay, hopefully that, like, because how did we lose one? One of the heart stitches. One of the heart stitches. Oh, here's another one that kind of flows with that too. Here's another even. Is that underselling your stuff? Like if you're someone who's, and this is for me too, But if you're someone who's like starting any, like selling anything, something that came to my mind is kind of like underselling yourself as manipulative, because and this thought isn't complete. So if you disagree, please disagree, because I want to think the full thought and like come to a genuine, truthful conclusion for myself. But where the conclusion I came to, semi-conclusion, because I'm like, I don't know if that really makes sense or not, is that it's kind of manipulative to undersell yourself. Because yeah, you're manipulating people into like buying your product, and you're pretending to be this thing that you're not. You're pretending that this product is this like, I don't know, $25 product when it's like a $45 product. And you're manipulating people into believing that. It just seems like, I don't know, maybe that's just me trying to like trick myself into like not underpricing my things. Yeah, underpricing your things is what I meant to say. Underpricing your things. Because it's like, if your work is worth $100 put it out there. But it can be hard, because if you're networking specifically to your like close people, and you know that none of them got $100 and they likely wouldn't even save up to buy it, then it can be like you feel like you're shutting a door. And for that, I would just say like make products that can be less money so that they can support you in an earnest way. Otherwise, you're just gonna you're following into a cycle where you're just constantly underpricing yourself and then constantly getting underpaid. And like for most people, you start your own business because you're sick of getting underpaid. You're sick of being exploited and mistreated. So why would you do that to yourself just for a buck? It's the same thing. You're doing the same thing. And also, it's not that easy. I'd be doing it. I have done it. It's happening currently, actually. I would say that my pricing on my Etsy shop, a lot of it is like I'm super underselling or underpricing my work. And yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at. And that's why the thought isn't fully thunk out. But it does feel manipulative in a way. I guess, yeah. So like, do I feel manipulative? In a way. Yeah. Because I feel like for a lot of people too, it's like, you know, that once you have more people buying your stuff, I don't know. I think it should be opposite, maybe. I don't know. I haven't thought it all the way through. Sometimes it's like you know that you're gonna increase your prices at a certain point. And then sometimes it's like, you know that you would rather do it a different way. So just do it that way. It's gonna work. It's like, just because the people directly around you can't afford that kind of thing doesn't mean that other people who can won't see it. And that's very true, especially for Etsy, because you just have kind of like, it's like whatever they search for. Whatever they search for. It's kind of difficult because I have my readings on Etsy, and I'm a really good reader. Like, I would say I read very well. I've been doing it for a little while. I started when I was 18 and I'm 24. So that's 6 years. Yeah. So I've been reading for 6 years, and just doing divination in general, but specifically with tarot cards. So I would say I'm a pretty good reader. There's like some channeling involved as well. Just because I find that like my intuition and like the esoteric sphere of my brain, I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but like my ether brain, she be hearing them, my ether ear. Like I have a mind's ear, a mind's eye. My mind's eye? Like I can, if you gaze into the future, but like hella. And it's like, it makes me feel insane talking about it. And I will stop saying that word at a certain point, or I will find a way to reclaim it in a way that is actually beneficial. But like, it does make me feel like kind of ridiculous being like, yeah, I just be predicting stuff. Yep, I can see that. Yep, I saw that. But something I noticed is like, which I guess I could consider myself to have like a photographic memory in a way, because my brain takes pictures of like words, takes pictures of moments, takes recordings even, so that I can like play it back. And I can even like look into spaces like with my mind's eye, even if I've never seen them. And I thought that I was fucking bullshit, but it's happened twice where like I've imagined what someone's space would look like. And I'm like, I'm gonna go there, like astral projecting. But it's just like I'm just like, I don't know, fucking around with it because I don't know if it's real. But now I'm like, and then I stopped doing it because I'm like, oh shit, I'm like kind of intruding on people's. But I've done it twice, and both times, one was by accident. I think like maybe I saw their house in a dream. And then the second time, I think I was like wanting to check in on someone, and I was like, and like just give them like love and be like, it's okay, it's okay. And then I like saw their place for the first time, and I was like, I was fucking there. I was actually there. Or maybe like I wasn't there, but like I saw this. I saw this. So that's crazy. But I saw this. And so I guess, I don't know, like other people who have like a photographic memory, I guess, or just like you have like the vision part of your head, the way you think is really strong. Let me know if you can do that, or like let me know. I don't know, I'm just curious. I just wonder if like other people have that, because I've heard of like people who get hired to who have gifts like that can like look into people's houses and they've never been there, and they've like found things for them, and it's like not fake. I'm like, yeah. And I found like the more that I like lean into that and strengthen it, I be dead on. And that's why I don't show me the trailer. Because she be predicting it. I don't remember why I started talking about that. Oh yeah, pretty much to say I'm really spiritually gifted. I'm a really good reader. And I just have no fucking clue how to like advertise readings. And so that's why I just make them kind of like not that expensive, although they're a bit expensive for tarot readings just because of how not expensive, like I would say it's I feel like I'm underpricing myself because I know how good I am, and that like I'm a really trustworthy reader, and I'm not going to steer you in the wrong direction, and I'll take my time to get the right message. Even if I'm just using like very few cards, it's going to be worth your while every single time. And I know this about like what I do, and it's just like, how do you deliver that? Like, how do you make that known in an Etsy description? And so where I took the blow was just the pricing, because I'm like, I don't know how to like make it clear, so I'm just gonna do it like this. But I don't know, like that seems a bit backwards. It's just like it's hard starting it up. It's probably good to like network with people and like talk about it in general. So I feel like I should do that. I'm just like, who, but they'll come. A comb. Sorry. Oh yeah, here's a song. Or yeah. Fuck it. Here's a song, because that's the song that came up in my head. Come With Me by Deb the Demo. What? Deb the Demo. Come With Me by Deb. Oh wait, it's not yet. Shout out at the demo. Go fucking listen to their shit like right now, like yesterday, like fucking 10 years ago. Because one thing about I don't actually know where I was going with that. But one thing about me, I'm gonna put you onto some good ass fucking music every single time. I don't care. It's good. It's gonna make you feel something. And it's, even if it makes you feel disgust, it's not like, oh yeah, okay. It's never mid. It's like you're disgusted, or you're like, fuck yeah, or you're laughing, or you're like, what? But every single time, that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, so fucking listen to them. If you didn't necessarily love that, you better listen to the whole discography. Now, this one I've known since high school. So I'm like, I have to I have to stand, like, very much Capricorn. I've known this person for a very long time. Capricorn moon. I've known this person for a very long time. And we were like music buddies. So I'm like, yes. Yes, yes, listen to them. Yes, yes, listen to them. Once I finish this, I'm gonna go. Because my throat getting tired. I'm getting tired. I want to go to sleep. Let's think about happy thoughts. La 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 la. Happy, 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 happy. This year's been pretty fucking awesome, honestly. Like, there's been some fuck shit for sure, 100%. And, like, she's growing. And life is just being so fucking beautiful. And life is being so fucking beautiful. Even though life, like, certain aspects are like, damn. Other aspects are like, damn, yeah. Like, let me get in there. And that's just been really beautiful. I've gotten, like, so much of the healing that I've needed just by, like, fucking existing and going outside. And, like, showing myself and showing what I do. Oh, who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? Whoa. Literally every creative thing I've done has been, like, really healing as well. So I'm just like, yeah, heal me up, thank you, and heal me up, And she's becoming, she's becoming. True. So, like, that's what happens. That's what happens when you do it. So just do it. Just do it. Just do it. The first thing that I said when I started making these, which it's been like a week. It feels like it's been like a month. I've only been doing this for like a week. But something that I said, the first video that I made of like the crocheting and knitting, was that I hope that these can be like inspirational and help people like want to do their craft and talk on here. And multiple people messaged me privately being like, this makes me want to do mine. I'm like, fuck yeah, wishes do come true and dreams do come true. Yeah. Dream about it. Like, that makes me so fucking happy. Even if they don't really watch. Like, I'm like, who gives a fuck? Fucking do yours. You don't have to watch me. Go do yours. Make. You don't have to go out there. You don't gotta go in here. You go out here. Like, yeah. That feels good. Yeah, that feels good. And like, let's just see if we can see the hearts this time, because she's done a lot now. So he's done a lot, they done a lot. I'm every woman, so it don't even fucking, yes, you can see it. You see those fucking hearts? You see that shit? Beautiful. Yeah. And there's many more that are gonna be on here. So many more. And then it's gonna become something so cool. And I'm gonna be so happy. And then we all live happily ever after. And that's where I'm gonna end it. Thank you for watching. If you watched all the way to here, like, subscribe, comment. Like, subscribe, comment. Like, subscribe, comment. Si tú quieres. Pero you should want to. I would say, debes a comentar en mi video. That's what I would say. I would say you should fucking comment on my video. Y dame un gusta. I don't know how people say that in Spanish. Give me a like. Subscribe if you'd like. If you want to see more shit like this. Because she just be doing it. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, and goodbye.